Stunning details of the biggest story of the day. I would suggest that this is the biggest story since Op Sindoor came to a pause when Pakistan came to the ceasefire table after India retaliated. Well, after 3 months and 6 days, security forces have hunted down and eliminated the mastermind of the terrorist attack in which 26 terrorists, civilians, were killed by terrorists in the Baisaran Valley of Pahalgam on the 22nd of April. Security forces avenged the attack by killing Hashim Musa, he's also known as Suleiman Shah, in an encounter along with 2 terrorists. Suleiman Shah is a Lashkar terrorist, or was. He's a former commando, it was believed, of the Pakistan Army's elite unit, the Special Services Group. He later joined the UN-designated terrorist Hafiz Saeed's Lashkar-e-Toiba to carry out terror activities. In a joint operation of the Army, the Central Reserve Police Force and the Jammu and Kashmir Police, Operation Mahadev was launched. It's next to a peak called the Mahadev Peak, which is why it was called Op Mahadev. It was launched earlier this morning to track, corner and hunt down the terrorists. The killing of Suleiman in the operation is being viewed as a major success for the forces. After the Pahalgam attack, the Jammu and Kashmir Police had announced a 20 lakh reward for anyone providing information about Suleiman. Suleiman infiltrated India in September 2023 and started terror operations in South Kashmir. I'm joined now by my colleague Nazir Masoodi for more on this. Nazir, we expected more details on the exact details of the encounter, but that's been postponed now till tomorrow. Any idea why?
Well, perhaps Parliament is in session, so government is accountable to the Parliament. Perhaps first information may be shared through the Parliament. But here on the ground, I spoke to IGP Kashmir, Mr. V.K. Birdi. A while back, he returned from this operation site. He said operation is on. While the encounter is over, 3 terrorists have been killed. All the 3 Pakistanis, 2 of them have been identified as Suleiman Shah and also Yasir. Their sketches were released days after the Pahalgam terror attack, and they are the ones who had killed innocent people, and they had blood of innocent people on their hands. And this operation Army has called it Operation Mahadev. And let me tell you why it has been called Mahadev. This peak, these mountains, this is called Mahadev Peak. And that's why this operation is called Mahadev. So this is Mahadev Peak. And in the lap of this Mahadev, in the deep inside the forest there, in the lap of it, was the hideout of these terrorists. That was finally with the intelligence. It could be technical intelligence, it could be human intelligence, and also for last 3 months of hard work of the army and the security forces, they deployed. There was not that comfort zone for the army. They deployed their men in the higher reach for last 3 months. So a senior officer was saying, the killings of these innocent people is not allowing me to sleep, so I'll not allow the killers to sleep. So they didn't allow them till the time they tracked them down in these mountains this morning. So the 3 terrorists were killed this morning here in these mountains, which are upper reach of the Dachigam mountains, which is called Mahadev Peak. That's why Army has called this operation as Mahadev Peak. This is an operation everybody was. They were killed because of their name, who they are. They were identified as Hindus first, then they were killed. That has shocked everybody beyond words. And thousands of people in Kashmir came out on the roads demanding justice and demanding punishment for the killers. And finally, Army today, with a military precision, carried out this operation and killed 3. One is, as I said, Abu Hamza. His name had not come as seen as involved in Pahalgam terror attack. And then these 2, Suleiman Shah and Yasir, their sketches were released. One American carbine M4 rifle have been recovered, 1 AK-47 rifle, lots of grenades have been recovered. Apparently an old hideout there. If you see the grenades, many of them are rusted, appears. It is an old hideout. And remember, this is an area which has been infested by Pakistani terrorists, and it's not far away from Srinagar city. It is closer to city.
There's some breaking news coming in.
And security
tomorrow
forces
at 5 p.m. and about this time tomorrow, the Prime Minister will speak in Parliament. He's going to He is going to be speaking on this. The Rajnath Singh, the defense minister, spoke about Op Sindoor earlier on today, and all of this on a day in which there's been this incredible breakthrough in this fight against terrorists. Nazir, go ahead.
Well, so finally they tracked them down in these mountains, and it's not easy. Remember, before Pahalgam terror attack, security forces were deployed in their bases, wherever they have established bases, and then they would go for the patrol based on the intelligence network, and on an average, 100 operations are being carried out by security force every day in Kashmir on an average. But after Pahalgam terror attack, deployments were made in the higher reaches, like as I said, in these are the commando groups of the army, CRPF and police. Their detachment are being deployed for weeks together. One group operates so that those Pakistani terrorists who are well trained in the jungle warfare, they are tracked down. Remember, Vishnu, all these attacks started in October 2021. Since then, in almost all the attacks, terrorists managed to escape without suffering any casualties. Same happened in Pahalgam attack. They managed to escape. And this is right from Dachigam up to Tral, and then Pahalgam, almost 100 kilometers this track, this through mountains. Imagine they have managed to come back after carrying out the attack. But finally, army today tracked them down and killed these attackers who everybody was waiting for, because they had not only killed innocent people, they have also killed the livelihood of thousands of people. It has hit Kashmir, it has hit Kashmir's image, it had hit livelihood of thousands of people, and the goodwill it has generated. And since then, Kashmir has been struggling how to bring back the tourism, normal life. But this is the first such operation I have seen after Pahalgam attack, and first time we have seen terrorists involved any major attack have been tracked down. Remember, there have been several attacks. For example, 1st January 2023, Hindus were killed. In Rajouri, in Dangri village, still those terrorists are at large. But in this attack, because of the relentless operations by the security forces for last 3 months, finally in these forests, they have in the lap of this
All right,
Mahadev
Nazir,
peak.
Nazir, we'll keep coming back to you. I need to quickly move on now to some other news. And